Hey YouTube, this is The Art of Prepping. Over the last 24 hours, there's been numerous prepping groups and channels putting out dire warnings, emergency alerts, if you will, over information that has come to us through various media sources from Russia. Russia is apparently calling all of their citizens globally to come back to their country, to the motherland. And I don't know what this really means. Of course, in the actual documents that is saying to come back right now, everybody's being recalled back to the country if you're a citizen of Russia. It looks like that there's just, it looks like it's some type of solidarity or a regrouping of the country in a more of a national pride sense to some degree. But there seems to be a lot more underneath of this. It just happens to coincide with our election. Possibly Hillary Clinton may get in. Maybe the Kremlin knows about Hillary Clinton has already been chosen to get in. And maybe that they know that she'll go to war with them. I don't know. But all I know is that over the last handful of years, the Russian military has building up arms, nuclear arms, violating their treaties. And they're fairly advanced. To my knowledge and from my limited understanding, that they have more advanced nuclear weapons than we do. I don't know the fullness of that. I'm sure we have our own black ops and very confidential, secret types of weapon systems too. But it's pretty amazing that Russia is calling their citizens, in particular the children, as if they're concerned about the next generation. And so does this imply that there's going to be a war, a nuclear war? Is this going to be, is there a conflict soon to be had? And so this is what people are freaking out about. We don't really have enough information to know. Of course, you could speculate all you want. And people are speculating to the point of making themselves sick. And so, I mean, hell, you and I, we can't really do too much than we're already doing. If you're already prepping and if you're already prepared, then, you know what I'm saying? If we get nuked, we get nuked. I mean, I can't fly up like Superman, nor can you, and try to redirect nuclear weapons. But what I can say is it would just be a little bit more open and mindful of this news. And for those preppers that watch my channel that are doing these alerts, be a little bit more cautious about putting out emergency alerts, because if this ends up being nothing, or if it's something that it'll happen down the road and this is not immediate at all, people are going to kind of ignore your alerts. Just like I've never put out an emergency alert or any kind of dire warning besides the obvious, prepare before the election in case of possible, but those were not emergency alerts. And so let's all calm down a few steps here. Yes, it can be very serious. Maybe this is the real deal. Maybe they are preparing for war. I have no doubt that they have been, but maybe the war is sooner than we think. So let's be mindful of this, people. We should always be prepared anyways. It shouldn't take the threat of a war or a threat of Hillary Clinton or a threat of anything for us to get prepared or to get motivated to do anything. The whole thing about being prepared is that you're already that one or two steps ahead of the situation. So hey guys, continue to do what you're doing. I'm proud of everyone. Thank you for all the comments and support. Maybe we should pray for our country. And pray for the sanity of Russia. I don't think that Russia is for the most part, is this big, giant monster in the room. I think the United Nations is the one that's provoking this bear. And I think that we know that we've done a lot of policy since 2014 in particular. We have these trade embargoes, if you will. We have these, these types of sanctions that made it's made a lot of problems for the Russian government and their economy for the most part. I mean, that's the majority of it, and it's caused a lot of problems. And so it's not a surprise that they're pissed. We would be too if we couldn't get what we needed. So we need to just be mindful of all these changes that are happening so fast, and also be aware the big YouTube channels that are very liberal, left-wing, socialist in nature that are pushing Hillary. No more than I've ever seen this big push. And they're even telling their own subscribers, if you don't vote for Hillary, you're no good for nothing and you're worthless. And I'm like, wow, these are big channels. And I'm not going to sit there and rattle off the list, but I can tell you these people are pathetic. And if you have anybody that you're subscribed to that's pushing to vote for Hillary, okay, and spouting off this nonsense like the mainstream media does, you not only should unsubscribe, dislike their videos, but make a very strong comment in the comment section that you would never, ever support them again. As always, you guys take care.